What up, ref leaders? Welcome back to my channel. We're back here in downtown Georgetown in the middle of the day on Thursday. That's looking west. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's looking west on Church Street towards Demerara River. That's the now famous Assura building, Assura Insurance Company building. But we're here to look at this building, which is the King's Hotel, New King's Hotel. It's at the intersection of Kwamina and Waterloo Street. And we want to see how far they've come in the last 2 months since we looked at it. So here we are at the intersection of Kwamina, of Waterloo and Church Street. So that's Church and Waterloo Street. And that's Church Street looking east. Alright, that's Church Street looking east. Remember, it's the middle of the day. This is rush hour in the middle of the day on a Thursday. And this is Waterloo Street. So this building is 9 stories tall. It's about the same size as the Best Western, the Aden by Best Western Hotel. And the architecture seems similar as well. So this is going to be at least another 150 rooms of hotel. And I'm assuming it's going to be the same quality, the same caliber as the Best Western. But we have to wait and see what the room rates are going to be like. We know the Best Western now charges about $400 a night, 80,000 Ghana dollars per night. The new Royal Hotel that's open officially recently charges about $200 a night when you include taxes, and that works out to be about $40,000 Ghana dollars per night. We know the Marriott and the Pegasus, they're about $500 and $600 a night. Marriott charges $600, Pegasus charges about $500 a night. So that's what's happening, that's what's going, the going rates. And so this hotel is going to somehow sit between or among those new hotels that were recently built. Recently, of course, is relative because the Marriott is now, more than 5 years old. I remember when the Marriott was under construction, I was filming quite regularly from the time they started actually mapping out the layout of the hotel on the property. I remember the same for the Pegasus Suites. When they started building, I actually was there when there was just a hole in the ground, a huge hole in the ground before they even dug that hole. I was there. So, and the same as this hotel, because what was here before was the Watercress, a 3-story building that was demolished to set up this building, and it was here from the inception. So what they've done so far in the last month or so is they started adding color, the final color, to the exterior of the building. So the final building will be white or off-white, as shown in their poster. Alright, so they're starting to add color to the exterior of the building. They seem to have removed some of the windows, because the last time I was here, all of the windows on this building were in place. This is the poster. Right now, poster is the artist's rendition of the final building. You can see it's called the King's Hotel and Residence. Residences has a prior location at the next intersection, that is Waterloo Street and Middle Street. There are a number of buildings there that have the name King's Hotel and Residences on their side. Alright, so this hotel is an extension, basically an addition, expansion of King's Hotel in this neighborhood. As you can see, they started to add color to the side of the building. The final color, I guess, is going to be off-white or one of these colors. So this is kind of like a base coat they've added to the building. Now, I'm not going to go down to the other intersection to see those old buildings because we already know they exist. But looking at this, especially at the top, right at the top, you can see they're planning to have some penthouse kind of style units at the top. So that's probably going to be their honeymoon suite or their king's suite, Tartan upon, and that's going to have floor to ceiling windows based on what I can see from this vantage point. Now the question of parking always comes up. Where are they going to park? Or are they going to put the parking for this building? As you can see, it occupies a corner lot and they didn't build a parking garage, which you would think would be required. But we're going to go along Quamina and take a look at the east facing side of the building. But as you can see, the building comes all the way out to the sidewalk, to the street here, to Quamina Street. And there's probably not going to be much room for parking. Alright, there's probably not going to be much room for parking on the side of the building. Like the Best Western seems to have reserved, they placed some parking spaces against the south side of the building. Best Western did. This one doesn't have enough space for that kind of parking. On the other side of the building, there's a small vacant lot. I think they've bought up the property that existed, the house that was there before. And I guess that's enough space for something. I don't think it's space for a parking lot. It's probably space for a loading dock, because these buildings have to get supplies in and out of the building. And I think on the south side, where that empty lot exists, is probably where they're going to have their loading dock. But as you can see, this is the east facing side of the building. They have removed all the windows, so that I guess this is going to be like the back of the building, the back of King's Hotel. The question is it really feasible? Because you do have to have some kind of space for guests and visitors, hotel guests and visitors, and doesn't seem to be a lot of that space available here at this location. So this is the east facing side of the building. It's right up against the neighborhood, as you can see, and there's not going to be much room for parking. So that's an interesting challenge. I'm going to watch to see how they solve it, how they solve the parking challenge, and it'll be interesting to see what they come up with. They might actually have to buy out some of the properties in the neighborhood. That's one way to do it. If you buy up the properties in this neighborhood, then you probably demolish some buildings and turn them into parking. But but like I said, this is a residential neighborhood, and I suppose the transformation of the city continues. See, there's still these vacant lots now popping up because these homeowners are being bought out, because this is prime real estate, which is of course why we suspected that the school not nearby, Christchurch Secondary School, was not going to be rebuilt, because all of this is prime real estate. It's in the center of the city, and to build your business on this property would probably be very desirable. This is the Hindu temple at the corner of Camp and Kwamina, and that's the Pandits Council next door. And this is the hotel. This is the King's Hotel from this location. So that's what's happening at King's Hotel. There's not a whole lot of change, at least not exteriorly, in the exterior of the building. Not a whole lot of change since the last time we were here, but they're obviously making progress. And I guess they're probably working on the inside, which we can't see from this vantage point. But this is the state of King's Hotel. My guess is that it's probably going to be priced above Royal International Hotel, but somewhere between the current Pegasus Suites and Best Western, which may put it somewhere about $400 to $450 a night. But let's wait and see. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Tell me what you think the price of a room in this hotel will be once it's open, and when you think it will be completed. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening in the fastest growing economy in the world, Guyana. Later!